Very good. Happy Wednesday, everyone. Thank you guys so much for jumping on. We are going to get some work done today, Wednesday, August 11th. We've got some exciting things. There's the corporate call coming up in an hour. $1 enrollment ends the 15th. So we've got a few days left to work with that. Back to school. So we're seeing all the friends, all the teachers, all of the parents, all of the people, which gets me excited just to see smiling faces and get back kind of into the swing of back to school. Or maybe you're amazing and you're homeschooling this year. That is not something we've been blessed. We have private Christian and private Catholic schools that my kiddos are in and doing very well. But I wanted to read to you. So I've got pages like, first of all, I've got my desk and then there's two bookshelves right here. So like any given day when I'm like, okay, I need some inspiration, I need some motivation, I need to feed my brain. I've been talking to my kids a lot about how we program our minds. And it needs to be a proactive, intentional, conscious decision to say, I am going to seek information, knowledge, people, all of the things to program my brain. When I read the book, Switch on Your Brain by Dr. Carolyn Leaf, there is actually a chapter that talked about every single morning we wake up with brand new baby brain cells that are just saying, what do you have for me today? And it's our job to tell those brain cells how they're going to grow, what pathways they're going to create, and what habits we are going to create for ourselves to create change in our lives. And when I read that, it really stuck with me that it's our responsibility, it's our job to program our minds. So whether it's positive mindset, creating pathways about network marketing is a legitimate business model, and I'm showing up to do the work for something that can help people. If we revert back to red light stories, I don't want to say excuses, because a lot of it sometimes is an unconscious. We have these fears and insecurities that play over in our mind, but you guys have to know that thinking a thought creates a pathway, and sometimes it's a gravel road and you can take a turn and create a new pathway. If you keep thinking that same thought over and over and over, that gravel gets paved and then it's a major highway and then it's something that's like you can't get off of it, right? So creating intentional, proactive ways to program your brain intentionally to help serve you in your life is so important. So I've got piles of books. This is one of my favorite ones. It's dog-eared, it's post-it noted, it's underlined. 15 Laws of Growth by Maxwell. And it's a very good general one. Like if I want to grow in relationships, if I want to grow in business, if I want to just grow as a leader, the principles in this book can help you just grow as a person, which is why I like it so much, because I can read a principle and apply it to my teenage boys that I'm trying to, train and love and nurture and all of the things. So I want you to hear this really quick now, specific to our businesses. If you want to gain momentum and improve your motivation, begin by setting goals that are worthwhile, but also highly achievable. Master the basics. Okay, that's what we're doing every day when we show up, right? Then practice them every day without fail. Small disciplines repeated with consistency every day will lead to great achievements gained slowly over time. And I think that is something that's so important. And I'll take a picture of this and put it in our Power Hour chat over on Facebook for you guys. But when you think about, there's no magic formula for all of a sudden you get a certain rank and then you just get to stop doing what got you there. That's not the way that it is. Like I still need to show up, reach out, expand my network, follow up, get people started on their products. We're all doing the same things. And if we do them consistently, and if we do them well, our businesses will move forward. Now, you might say, well, there's a roadblock here or a stumbling block there or whatever. We're all going to have areas where we can say, you know what, this is a place that I've identified as a growth area, whether it's network, influence, people skills, there's all areas. You might be saying, I'm an introvert. I really dislike talking to people. You might have yourself labeled and kind of boxed in a little bit. Well, you have to say, well, if I want to go here, if my worthwhile goals that I've set are here, but my people skills and not wanting to deal with people stay down here, you're never going to reach that goal. And that's an area that you can say, you know what, let me go read 25 ways to win with people. And I know a lot of introverts that are so painfully introverted that even making eye contact and smiling is something that's like, oh my gosh, I need somebody to drag me out of this comfort zone. And then you've got me, and my husband's like, why do you keep talking to all the people? You don't know them. And I'm like, but I'm gonna know them. Like, make eye contact and smile and the whole world will open up to you. Like, that's not hard for me at all. I actually look in places to, left to right. I look for people. Who can I talk to? Who can I introduce myself to? We have neighbors that are building 3 doors down, and the way our waterfront works is like the boys can hop docks to go to this new one. And I'm like, boys, the new neighbor is out cleaning up the lot. Go down there and introduce yourself and meet them. And both of them looked at me like I had 3 heads. And I'm like, oh, that's not what we all do. Like, that's what I do. So I want you guys to realize that that is an opportunity for growth, to say that's maybe where an area that I need to identify that I need to grow. But knowing that being consistent, showing up every day like you guys are doing, you do it so well, that you will move forward. So that's kind of just my little, hey, if we show up and do the things. Now, I will say, there is a really good important time to reflect, because if you were to say, Sarah, I keep showing up and I keep doing the things, but I have no results, then we have to say, okay, if you're showing up and sending messages every day and you feel like you're not going anywhere, then we have to say, well, what do those messages say? Like, what are you sending? There might be some areas for growth in the action. So if just doing the action isn't helping you to produce the results that you're looking for, it may be that we have to kind of evaluate. Maybe they're too wordy, or I think I've shared with you guys before. Some of you are probably brand new and some of you have already probably been on here, but I realized the first 8 years of my business that I was doing the work, I was expanding my network, I was sending the messages, I was reaching out, I was getting people who were interested. And then I never actually gave them here's my website, here's what you're going to order, let's set up an enrollment. Like, I left all of them hanging, just assuming that they would all know what they needed to do on their own, because that's what I did. But that's not what everybody does. So I was getting super frustrated that the results weren't showing up, when I realized, well, they're stopping with me. This person's like, well, wait, I was interested and you never told me how to order. So in that kind of reflection time, I was able to have somebody point out to me, this is where you can probably shift and then keep doing the things and you will have better results. It was only changing the verbiage and adding a sentence. Do you have time now to jump on the website and I can help you walk through enrollment? Which of these 2 welcome packs looks like it would be best for you, the triplex or the weight loss essentials, and giving them those 2 options, not, do you think this would work for you? Or they needed black and white, do this, not this, or telling them what to do. So giving them the next step. So I hope that's a little bit helpful. So we are going to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 over the next 45 minutes or so. And it's not what you think. I know a lot of you have probably read that book or heard the talks about, her name just completely left. You can put it in the, yes, Mel, thank you, Robbins. She says, you just got to do it. You got to trick your brain to 5 seconds. We can talk ourselves out of anything, but if you get up and take action in 5 seconds, you will absolutely do it. But we are going to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 ourselves with activities. So the first thing we're going to do for 5 minutes is we're going to do our 5 either encouragements like we did on Monday, just reaching out, non-plexus. Hey, I'm thinking about you. It's a Wednesday. How's your week going? Love ya. Hey, beautiful, whatever. Or your birthdays or your green lights. So for me, when I jump on and I feel stalled in my actions or activities, I look to see who has their green light on with their chat for Facebook. And I just am like, who are these top 5 people that I can jump in a conversation and just love on them, encourage them, wish them a happy Wednesday, wish them a happy birthday. So we're going to take 5 minutes and do 5 encouragements, birthdays, whatever. Okie dokie. So that can be something that can be ongoing. Just reaching out, loving on people. There was a call a few months back. I think you guys probably remember, and I got pretty emotional because I had been on the receiving end of somebody just saying, I'm thinking about you, I'm praying for you. They didn't know that I had anything going on. And just adding value and loving on people, you will never go wrong with that. So you can, if you don't have that done, you can kind of move that to, you just need to check in with people. The next thing we are going to do in our 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 is for people that team members, preferably level ones, I'm going to drop in the chat the registration link and the information for this all field call. So I want you guys to know and understand. In November, I will have been with Plexus for 11 years. Okay, so this modernization of the compensation plan is brilliant. It is something that is super exciting, but it's going to be something that we are going to need to shift a little bit with how we talk to people about starting their journey with Plexus. Okay, so this is really, really essential. This is critical that we get everybody on this call, because Genevieve and all of our diamond leaders who have been spearheading this, Travis and everybody at corporate, will be walking us through with an amazing slideshow presentation of what is changing and how we will be able to explode our businesses as we enroll VIP customers that can then go on to be brand ambassadors and build a team, or if they would like to stay a VIP customer and benefit from all of the things that will be a part of getting a welcome pack, earning perks, earning product credits, all of the exciting things. So right now, we are going to take 10 minutes and you are going to personally message 4 level ones or 4 leaders, or make sure that your team and sideline buddies and friends are all registered for the call that's happening at 11 Central. So I'm going to put the registration link and the information in our Power Hour chat. And this is something that we really need to get everybody on. If somebody's at work and can't listen to the whole thing, just remember, if you register, you will get the replay link. So even just registering is super, super important. Yes, the call is today in 40 minutes. So we are going to work here for 35 more minutes, and then we are going to jump over to that call. Okay, I want to give us some time to do the other activities. So we did 5 encouragements, reach outs, 4 messages to level ones or sideline team members about the call that's happening at 11. So now we are going to do 3 follow-ups. Okay, so this needs to be either people that you mailed samples to and you either know that they got them and you haven't checked in, or you need to check in and say, hey, it looks like your sample arrived. So excited. Have you mixed that first pink drink? Move that conversation forward, whatever that next step is, either for people who you've sent samples to. Maybe there's a conversation that stalled, like what I was talking about earlier. Maybe there's somebody who was like, yay, they commented on a post and yay, I gave them all the information and now nothing. Is that, yes, I will try to just off the top of my head type some messages for you guys. You can let me know kind of where you're stuck or whatever in the chat, and I'll see if I can just, let you know what I would send. But it might be they were interested, you gave them information and now nothing. So something like that would, for me, would probably be, hey, I just wanted to check in. I don't know if you're as crazy as I am with back to school. I know that you had expressed some interest in getting started on the immune health supplements. Do you have time to chat about that now? Or is there something that I can answer specifically? Making sure that you're putting the ball back in their court with a question to get that conversation going to whatever the next step might be. It might be that it's gone back and forth beautifully and they said, yes, awesome, great, this is what I'm ordering, perfect, wonderful, and then they still haven't ordered. This might be the time to just say, hey, it's Wednesday. Just want to make sure that the week doesn't get away from you before this weekend with this dollar enrollment. I would hate for you to miss out on getting the products I know you're going to love at this discount. So just kind of bumping that conversation back up. So sometimes I have to go through my messenger and scroll back through, oh gosh, that was somebody that I talked to and didn't finish a conversation with. Or it may be that you need to go to your app and see who did I send samples to that I haven't followed up with. So we're going to take the next about 8 minutes or so, and we're going to do 3 follow-ups. And this could also be, you have a new level 1 and they got their welcome pack, and this follow-up right now is going to be, hey, let's let you know what the schedule is going to be for getting on the triplex, talking them through, you got your products, now what? Okay. A next step could be, you got your products, you've already had your first week. Can you think of 1, 2, or 3 friends that might want to do this with you? And opening that conversation of, if I shared with you what the August bonuses look like, would you be open to hearing about, how you could earn some of these by sharing with a friend? And remember, permission marketing, you won't ever go wrong. They can say yes or no, but it's our responsibility to at least give them that information or that opportunity. If we say, would you be open to hearing about some of the August cash bonuses that are available? They can say no, or they can say yes. And then you can send them the brilliant graphic that says, if you share with 3 friends or 6 friends or 9 friends, the bonuses that are available. So we will go with 3 follow-ups. So I just put 4 starter messages off the top of my head in the chat. So if you want to copy and paste those and just take them and rework them, I think the important thing is making sure that you have a question in there that continues the conversation and puts it back on asking about them. And also, Christy, I need to know where you live that you have a jacket on. You look so cozy because it's like 107 degrees here in Louisiana. Really quick, while y'all are working on that, I wanted to kind of go a little bit more into detail about when a conversation stalls. So if you have given them all the information and asked a question and it still feels like it's not going anywhere, that's when I usually either offer a sample, send a testimonial, or invite them to our customer page to just be able to look around and get some more information. So it may be that there's an objection that needs to be overcome. It may be that timing just isn't right. It may be that they're truly like me and their life is just crazy and they need more time. So I want you guys to remember that human nature is to create the red light story, that we bugged them, that they were annoyed with us, that they lost interest, that they think we're terrible. Those are our natural inclinations when a conversation kind of gets quiet. But I want you to rewrite that story, create that new neuro pathway, that people need what we have and that we are sharing the gift of plexus, right? And that in those stalled places, it may be that you just need a different action step. And you guys have to remember that sometimes it truly just is a timing thing. My number one top leader was somebody that we were best friends. We went to nursing school together, and she said, no, thank you, for over a year of stalled messages. And it just truly was timing. And when she said yes, she had enrolled in a year, and has been our top team, member since, for the last 8 years. With her team and the growth and everything. So it truly might just be timing, and don't internalize it. Don't make it about you. 99.7% of the time, it is not about you, but we can still move that conversation along. That might look something like, hey, I know that you had initially reached out because you had a spouse who was struggling with cholesterol issues. Would you be open, or would you be okay if I send a few quick plexus cholesterol testimonies your way? I got really excited when I read what our products have done for people. And most likely they'll say, sure, send them my way. And that will create a little bit of third-party validation. If you feel like you're talking to somebody who you've sent the information, you've asked the questions, they've answered, they've expressed interest, but there's still some kind of unknown that you can't navigate, that's when I would say, I would love for you to either jump on an opportunity call and hear a little bit more. I would love for you to jump in a quick chat with my friend Sarah. She's going to share her story really quick. Like, there might be some other ways that you can bring in some additional third-party validation. And that's a lot of times where I think we stop short and we stop those conversations when they get quiet, rather than taking that next step to invite them to take a look in a different avenue other than us just sharing the information with them. Okay, so when we finish, I'll go back over the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, but we're 5, 4, 3, 2, 1ing our way all the way until we've got about 10 or 11 more minutes. I want to give you 2. So we are going to do 2 customer cares. And that's what I want. I think I talked about this a week or 2 ago, but whenever we get those emails that say, yay, your current customer placed another order, right? Every month we have a customer that orders, you get an email that says their order just processed. So I put these note cards out on my desk. I want to do better at every month when those customer emails come. I want to love on my customers. Now, you might have customers who have not ordered in the last few months, and it might be going to your back office, going to your genealogy and finding a customer. But we're going to take a few minutes and either handwrite a note to a customer, or if you need it to be a level 1, somebody who has said yes to Plexus at any given time, and just thank them for their order, thank them for being them, thank them for being amazing. I don't know about you, if I got a cute little card with a gold envelope in my mailbox, every time I open the mailbox and it's something that has my name handwritten, my heart does a little pitter patter. So that's the yellow in me. Every month for 10 years, I'm like, I need to do better at customer care. So I'm going to stop talking, and I actually got 2 emails this morning. customer orders that processed. I'm going to go right to thank you notes. You can write your thank you notes and set them aside. And if you need to search for their addresses later, that's on your to-do list for today. But we are going to do customer care with customer emails. And it may be that you do your genealogy, you go to your dashboard, back office, your PV. That's where your retail customers are. If you have somebody who went to your website and ordered one time, you will see that in your PV. Preferred customers as of June 1st are now in your points and rank up ambassador genealogy, because remember, under the modernization, we are now getting pay points for our preferred customers. So you may need to search there for your preferred customers. Also, in that customer care category, you may have a customer that's been with you for 5 years. I've got several of those that are just super consistent with BioCleanse and ProBio 5. They won't live without it, and that's all they ever order. It might be an opportunity to get a cute little, oh, I don't have one. I usually keep those cute little bubble mailers in my desk drawers. And maybe you throw 2 sticks of Slim and a stick of Active or something else with your cute little thank you card. Now, if you're doing sticks of something, don't put it in just an envelope, because when it goes through the post office, it'll get shredded and it won't ever make it there. I learned that the hard way. But get a cute little bubble mailer, and have it be just a, hey, thinking of you, wanted to say thank you for being an amazing customer. I know you love your BioCleanse and ProBio 5, but I wanted to drop these 2 samples just to see what you think, just as a little thank you customer appreciation type thing. When some of my favorite websites have sales of, like, bracelets or earrings or, cute note cards or, whatever, or my Plexus print has stuff, I tend to order just extra stuff to have on hand. And I literally have 2 prize drawers. Like, I feel like, come to the prize box when you're at the dentist. I've got 2 prize drawers where I feel like if I need to love on a level 1 or a customer or whatever, at any given time, I could grab something out of one of those drawers and drop a quick little thank you. Now, full disclosure, I'm terrible about going to the post office, but I need to get better at that. But you better believe if I already have the card written and I just need to place a stamp on it, it's going to be more likely that it's going to get somewhere. When all else fails, jump on Amazon and send them a $5 gift card to something, if you really want to show some customer appreciation with stuff like that. Okay, in the last few minutes, I told you we were going to end early. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You need to make 1 social media post. Today is Wellness Wednesday in my world. You guys, it made me so happy to see the Power Hour chat blow up with all of those testimonials and before and after pictures. And it's just a wonderful, thank you, Plexus, like, to see what consistency does. And sometimes people don't even notice what their transformation is. So today I want to challenge you to make your own Wellness Wednesday. It does not have to be weight loss. Okay, it does not. Where were you before Plexus? Where are you now? And I went back and did one a while ago, years ago, and it was me at age 23, right when I met my husband, when we started dating, when I was my skinniest, but also my puffiest. I was working as a nurse, migraines, IBS, the whole 9 yards, looked terrible. I was also over tweezed with my eyebrows. And then now what the reduction in inflammation can do. So it wasn't a weight loss before and after, but even just, chest up, you could see in my face what Plexus has done. So today's challenge for you guys is to do a Wellness Wednesday post. And if you can make it about you, finding creative ways to reshare your story regularly is very important. Remember, less than 7% of your social media audience sees a post on any given day, right? So it might be that they didn't see the last 7 that you posted, and now they're going to see today's. Okay. So figuring out ways to continue to share what Plexus has done for you is very important. So that is the last task that we will do. And do a quick recap, and we'll hang on here for 2 more minutes, but then we all need to jump over to the big field call for the phase 2. We did 5 encouraging messages. We did 4 level 1s to personally invite them to register for this call that's coming up in a few minutes. We did 3 follow-ups, installed conversations. We did 2 customer care, either cards or thank you notes. Sarah, thank you. That's amazing. Maybe you can put that link in our other chat too. And then 1 post. You need to make your Instagram post, Facebook post, whatever the case might be, for hashtag Wellness Wednesday. What has Plexus done for you? So I am thrilled that you guys all jump on. If you can't tell, my cheeks get pink and I talk a little bit faster because y'all are my people, and I love it when lots of people show up and do amazing things together. So thank you for that. I will get the recording uploaded and posted for Jennifer. Y'all send loving, happy, wonderful thoughts Jennifer's way, because she is getting ready to present on that call, which is why you guys were stuck with me. And you guys are absolutely amazing. So we will see you guys next Monday. Remember, the 15th is Sunday, so ready, set, go. $1 enrollment. If any other conversations have stalled, just say, hey, You can pay full price if you want to, but if you want to do this for Sunday, we have $1 enrollment and you can get yourself a welcome pack. So anyway, thanks guys. You guys have a wonderful day and we'll see you over on the webinar.